Welcome back, everybody. I'm Matt. He's Scott with Stout Sportsmen. Uh, Today, we're going to be doing our fantasy fishing picks for Lake Murray coming up this weekend. How's it going today, Scott?
It's all right. It's a warmer day, and I think that's nice. But we're gonna get a bunch of rain, so
Yeah, you guys getting rain overnight too?
no, I don't think we did.
No,
Um,
tonight and tomorrow.
oh yeah, I think like the next 3 or 4 days, it's supposed to just be
Yep,
chances of rain.
yep,
So
same here.
yeah, get some stuff done around the house.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so we are looking at Thursday through Sunday. They are launching out of Dreher Island State Park, Prosperity, South Carolina, which is basically Columbia. So 7 a.m. takeoffs, 3 p.m. weigh-ins. Those are Eastern time. So we do have a little bit of history. I didn't really. I think we're both guilty of not researching a whole lot for this week, but
Can you
they
can
were
you
they were
blame us?
there. They were
Can you
there
blame us
last.
at this point?
Yeah, right. They were there last year, about 2 weeks prior, so April 20th through the 23rd. So I think there was a little bit more bed fishing last year than what we're going to see this year, but there might still be a couple of beds getting fished. But what do you think is going to be the main deal for this week, though?
Yeah, I see some beds being fished. I mean, they're still fishing. I mean, their schedule follows the spawn pretty
Right,
well. So I mean, you're gonna see some guys bed fishing, and then you'll see you know, going for those. I guess in their movement from beds to out to the wherever they
right.
summer sit, whatever you want to call it,
Yep.
summer feeding. So yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be some scoping, but then I think you're also going to see some guys, looking for beds and fishing shallow.
Right. Yep.
At least I hope my that's what happens. So some of my
Right.
picks will work.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Just from reading a little bit of stuff on the Bassmaster site, a lot of the shad spawn like early morning. So those guys, especially in the first wave, should be able to get a decent bite. And then once that kind of goes away and those shad kind of drop down, then you'll see a lot of the guys I think fishing, docks and stuff like that. So, yep.
You want to just get into it?
Yeah, let's just get into it. Um,
Hey,
A group. Who do you have?
I am going a little bit off of the chalk, but not too far. Matt Airy,
Okay.
uh, North Carolina, not too far from
Yeah.
there. And I think he had a top 25 last year. Yep, exactly 25th place last
Exactly.
year. So
25th. Yes.
yeah,
55 pounds. Yep.
he's been doing pretty good this year. So
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
better.
And it's kind of been like a quiet, sneaky
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
You know, yeah, four top 50s, three top 35, one in the top 10, and you don't really haven't really heard his name a whole lot this year, but he's doing well under the radar, which is good. I don't know. I think there's a lot of really good picks for this group. I originally had picked Matt Airy. I since have changed him, but I think there's a lot of really good picks in here. Um, I'm actually going to go with one of the rookies with JT Tompkins. Uh,
I was actually gonna, after you
yeah,
made your pick, mention him because he's from
yeah,
South Carolina.
yep,
So you got to assume that he's got a little bit of history there.
yes, yeah. So kind of that local pick. I don't know. I think Jordan Lee's been fishing really well. I think he'd be a solid pick. I mean, just look at all these guys in this group. It's
Yeah,
I don't know. You really can't go too wrong. So just pick whoever you like.
yeah.
B group, there's tons of good guys in here too. You know, you got that John Cox, you got your Hackney, your Lee Livesey, which he finished pretty well there last year, 13th. Um, I'm going with Pat Walters. I picked him, I think, last event, and he dropped the ball after I talked him up because he'd done so well over the last like 5 events there. But I'm going to go with him again. He's South Carolina. So
yep, I'm going chalk too. I'm going with Patrick Walters.
yeah.
I also had Drew Benton in there, but
yeah. Yep.
I mean it's one of those things like if they are on beds, Drew's the guy, but
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I like the Drew Benton pick. I think Brandon Card could be a player. Obviously, like I said, John Cox, Hackney. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of good guys in there. There's a couple of guys that are hot right now. So, yeah. All right, C group. I picked this guy a couple of times already this year, Shane LaHue, North Carolina. He's got a lot of good history there, 14th last year. So I like that pick. Obviously, Drew Cook would be a good pick too.
And that is my pick.
Yeah,
I Drew.
Yep, 7th place.
Yeah, I figure it's if you're picking Drew Benton, you could also pick Drew Cook.
Right.
Guess you're almost one and the same. They room together and share the same name and
right. I was just scrolling through to see where Taku finished last year, 79th. Yeah.
I don't know. Like
yeah, who knows?
The Taku shine has worn off. I mean,
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna blame what's his name?
Vegeta?
No, not Vegeta. The MC.
Mercer?
Yeah, I'm gonna blame Mercer for that. Just I don't know. It's like sometimes there are people that go on a show and then they just kind of fall off the wagon. I don't know. I mean, Swindle's been on there a couple times, I think, and he hasn't done much lately. Sorry, Gerald. And Matt Robertson's been on there. He hasn't done anything this year. Not much anyway.
It's been a rough year for a lot of guys.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Group D.
Who did you pick for C?
Drew
Cook. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I'll be all right. I have a sneaky suspicion that we have the same picks for D and E.
Well, my hatred for Brian New.
I had him picked, and I had him in my Drain the Lake, and then I thought back, and I'm like, no, I took him out.
He's burned me so many times, and then now his reputation is getting to him. So,
yep.
The way he talks and then the way he acts are two different things. So,
right. Yep.
But other than that, I'm going with Brandon Cobb.
I was right. Yeah, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer, really. I mean, it's roughly an hour from his house.
Sixth place finish last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something to be said about being able to sleep in your own bed at night, at one of these events. So, yeah. Yep. I could not imagine him not making that drive home.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but
yeah, for me, that's
yeah. Who else do you think could do well here?
I think Luke Palmer. He can fish shallow, but I mean, he has a win at Santee fishing forward facing. So he can do a little bit of each.
Right.
And he's third. He's 9.6%. I don't know how far Jason Williamson is from there. He hasn't been having a great year. Forward facing, you always have to look at Scott Martin.
Yep.
Austin Felix. I don't think there's much grass, so I wouldn't go with like Brian Schmidt.
True. Yep. Yeah, Felix had a 17th last year. Jason Williamson 9th place last year. So that home field advantage did work pretty well for him. So, yeah. And at 5.2, I think the Williamson Williamson pick could be,
Yeah.
if you're looking to make up some ground, possibly that might not be a bad way to go.
Yeah. All right.
E group.
We already know we picked the same because
Yeah, we already talked about this. So, Seth Fighter. Anytime Seth Fighter's in the E group, it's just like it's almost a no-brainer, even though it is a brainer because he's not doing well. But it is what it is, and that's my pick. I know he likes flipping that little jig or whatever he's got going on. He loves fishing docks, so I think that's going to be right up his alley this weekend.
Yep. I think so too.
Yep.
All right. I mean, that's Group B is always just a pick 'em of wherever you feel.
And I mean, there's quality names down here. I mean, a lot of quality names, and it's just a lot of these good names that we're so familiar with doing well. They're just having an off year so far.
Yep. What do you got for weight?
I kind of kept it pretty. I'm going to say pretty close to last year. I'm going to go 1 ounce less, 86.15. With the lack of bed fishing, or probably not as much as last year, I think the weights will be down, but I think somebody's still going to find a little pattern, and I think the weights will be right there still.
I agree, but I went with 85.5.
Okay, so just a few ounces less.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. A pound and a few ounces. All right. I like it. Drain the lake. All right. I'm just gonna rip through my 8 guys. Todd Otten, Brandon Cobb, Drew Cook, KJ Queen, JT Tompkins, Jason Williamson, Jake Whitaker, and Hunter Shryock.
I have 1 sec. I have Matt Airy, Todd Otten, Brandon Card, Brian New, Patrick Walters, Drew Cook, Drew Benton, and Jason Williamson.
That's solid. So you still have both of the Drews.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if that's good or not, but
and you have both the Brandons too? Or just Card?
I have Card.
Okay.
I think I already used Cobb. Let me just take a look.
Did you use him at Fork?
I think I may have. Oh, yeah. Yep, I already used him.
Okay.
I'm like, where is he? He's already in the crossed off pile.
It's been a tough year, Scott. I don't know what to say.
If you made it this far, just pick who we didn't pick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick Steve Kennedy.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
He had a 20th last year, so that's good. I always bag on Steve Kennedy, but I like the guy. I think he seems like a good dude, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I enjoy when he has a camera in his boat. Actually,
yeah, I've heard a few like podcasts and stuff with him, and he's a good interview and good guy.
Yeah.
He just gets frustrating in fantasy fishing.
Yeah.
He has that one like good day, 1 or 2 good days, and then it's just let down from there.
Yep. Hey, if it was easy, everybody'd be playing fantasy fishing, right? Everybody'd be winning. So, real quick, where are you at, like percentage wise for your drain the lake and fantasy fishing? My drain the lake is 88.9%, which isn't bad. So I'm kind of happy about that, but my fantasy is terrible.
I'm at 81.9 for drain the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And for fantasy, I'm at 58.1, which is not acceptable.
45.4.
Oof.
Yeah, that is not good. So I'm happy with my drain the lake, but this fantasy fishing rank is I'm ranked 16,970.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting.
13,030.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say there's only one way to go, and that's up, but because that's not true. But it should be easier to go up than down.
It'll be a lot easier because every event people forget to do their lineups.
Sure.
So
Especially when you have,
when you average in a 0, people
yeah,
slide down pretty quick.
yeah,
So you
yep,
can, as long as you put a lineup in, consistently every week, you're gonna, for the most part, should move up.
yeah, you should. Yep, for sure. But there are a lot of people that forget or just get
Yeah.
tired of it, especially when you have, a couple weeks in between events. You kind of lose interest sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep. You end up doing your video, a day and a half before the launch.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Forrest Gump said that.
It happens. All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
He's Matt. I'm Scott. We're Stout Sportsmen. This is another fantasy fishing video. So stay stout. We're
We're
out.
out.